Welcome, I'm Dr. Melina Roberts, and I want to talk about how insulin resistance happens within the body. Because I think that the common belief is that insulin resistance is just due to having high amounts of sugars. And I think that definitely is a contributing factor. I think that we as a society have definitely increased the amount of sugar intake we've had, and when we have high amounts of sugars, then we are asking a lot of our bodies, and so we actually have to create and make more insulin, and then over time those insulin receptors just aren't as sensitive as they once were. So this can definitely be a contributing factor, is the high amount of sugar. But there's definitely other things that can contribute to insulin resistance. Now, another one can be any of the stressors on the body. So these can be food sensitivities, immune challenges, heavy metals, environmental toxins. This can also be from structural imbalances and emotional stresses. Because what happens with any of these stressors is that they activate a part of our system called the stress response system, called the HPA axis, the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, that actually, when it's activated, will release cortisol from the adrenals, which is your stress hormone, which tells the body that there is a stress going on. So the challenge is that our body doesn't just respond to stress in terms of mental, emotional stress, and I think that that's what most people correspond to stress. But there's also a stress in terms of our body eating a food that it can't properly metabolize, like an inflammatory food like gluten or dairy or sugar. This would also activate an adrenal response. Or our body fighting an infection. As our body fights an infection, this also is a stressor on our system and will activate those adrenals, and we will have that cortisol response. And if we have a toxic load coming into our body, either an environmental toxin or heavy metal coming into our system, then this can also activate an adrenal response. Then we actually will release more insulin into our system. And if we have high amounts of insulin, then this can actually also make it so that those insulin receptors are not working as effectively as they should be. Now, what can also be happening is that environmental toxins that are coming into the body can actually damage or injure those insulin receptors on those cell membranes, which makes it challenging for your body to now utilize and use the insulin in order to bring the sugars into the cells to make them useful. So this can be definitely some of the causative factors, a number of different causative factors that can lead to that insulin resistance picture. All right, so thank you so much for listening. I encourage you to share this with your friends and family, to press the like button, and to make a comment below. And until next time, continue to learn, grow, and build health.